As you guys can see behind me, we have made a lot of progress on this build. Let's go see what's going on in here. All right, so we got the walls painted, ready to go. Here's one thing that we do. See where the trim meets the stone? It's really hard to grout that because it'll end up cracking like that. So what we end up doing afterwards is we will come back and put some NP1 right there on that crack, because NP1 is flexible. So that's gonna keep that sealed and keep it from cracking over time. So that's why right now you don't see anything here, because we're gonna wait for the paint to dry before we do that. So far so good. We have about 2 weeks left on this build. Let me show you how far along we are. All right, so we have the cabinets installed. We still need to do the countertop on the island. Cabinets are almost done. We got to put in a few more doors and they'll be done, but they're already painted, as you can tell. Again, we need to finish installing some of these. These still need some TLC, but so far, so good. That one still needs a little TLC. The cabinet guy should be here today to finish everything up. But anyway, as you guys can see, the whole thing is painted already. So the next step we're gonna do is we're gonna come in and pick up the rest of this paper, clean up the house, and start doing the backsplash in the kitchen. Then we need to install all the hardware on all the interior doors. Like all these right here. All the hardware gets installed. The mirrors get installed next as well. This one's gonna be framed, as you can tell. The glass doors are next. Also, the electricians are gonna be back. They're gonna start powering up the house. They're gonna start trimming the house. The plumbers are also gonna be back next week. So all this should be trimmed out by the end of next week. So by the end of next week, we should have all the plumbing, electrical, HVAC done, countertops, backsplash, all the tile done. So that's gonna give me an extra week to knock it out. So we may still make it. It's getting really tight. Of course, the floors look fantabulous. I love these floors. It's all white. It looks nice and bright in here against the gray floor. Real nice. The other thing that we still need to do is install the doors. These are just temporary. Let's go on the back porch so I can show you. Have I told you how much I like this view back here? My goodness. This is the view from their back porch. Pretty spectacular. So back here we got all these windows to see the nice view, of course. And obviously we have some plugs to do on the outside. We have some ceiling fans we're gonna have up here. And of course we gotta clean this place all up because we've had some rain. And of course there was dirt on the concrete, so it kind of splashed onto the metal. But we're gonna just be able to come in here and just clean all this place up and install the fixtures. So I'm getting excited. We might just finish this thing. And of course we have all these bugs that are trying to get into the house. That's why sealing the house very tight is very important. Airtight, but also bug tight. Today I'm going back out to Barndo 290. That is the 4-month Barndominium build. We have 1 week left. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it's gonna happen. We were just chugging right along, and all of a sudden we had some issues. There is a problem. Pretty major. Let me show you. Right here. This is the problem. This is, or used to be, the kitchen countertop. Right here. So, as you can imagine, if it's out here, it's not in there. So let's go see what's going on. All right, so here's the problem. This is where the countertop goes. And as you guys can tell, it was already installed, but now it's not. So what happened was the countertop had a crack in it. The customer saw it early on, but when I was here, it was covered up because the painters were painting the cabinets. So I called the countertop guy and I said, what's going on with this? He says, well, it's not a crack, it's a vein. And don't worry, it'll polish right out. So I said, okay, fine. So we just kept going. We did the backsplash, we did everything else, because obviously we're trying to get this thing done. Whenever they finally uncovered it and he finally was able to come back and polish it, it did not look good. So we have to change out the countertop. That's where we're at right now. So he was supposed to be here today, and that's why I'm here, because I was supposed to meet him here today. The problem is Leroy was actually there. He went to go check on that, and the shade of the countertop does not match the old countertop. So another delay. They have to go get another slab that matches better, and hopefully they told me they're going to be here tonight and get it installed, because I mean we have 4 days left. We are against the wall here. So that's what we're doing today. Anyway, let me check the rest of the house while I'm here. The good news is we have power. We're still waiting on some cabinets over here, as you guys can tell. The painter has those, he's painting them. Well, he actually already has them painted. He's gonna bring them with him when he's here. A lot of these fixtures are already installed. The doors are here. The trim guy's gonna be here tomorrow. Tile is done in the bathrooms. It just needs to be cleaned up. It's pretty dirty right now. I already called the tile guy. And but anyway, just mainly some cleanup. And the painter's gonna be here in about 2 days. So we need to make sure that all that is done, so that when he's here, he can fix all the little issues. For example, you know, we had the customer mark this up. There's a little bit of a run here that needs to be fixed. There's something here. So all those little things need to be handled when the painter's here. But you know, pretty minor stuff. Actually, I just noticed something on here. There's a lot of marks on this wall, but doesn't matter. I mean, he can just redo that entire wall. Not a big deal. But so I estimate the painter can handle all this in about 2 or 3 days. But we only have 4 days. So really, really tight schedule. So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys an update in a couple of days, because like I said, the countertop guy's supposed to be here today. The trim guy's gonna be here tomorrow. And I'm probably trying to get the painter here tomorrow as well. Maybe he can start working on some of these items in the meantime. I know they hate it when I do that, because they kind of get in each other's way, but I mean, hey, we're trying to finish. Another thing that I haven't told you about, that we are actually having, like, believe it or not, these are not big issues. The countertop's kind of large, but we already have it, so it's not that big. Let me tell you what the main problem is. So the main problem that we're having is, as you see, we have no appliances. So the vent hood goes up here. It's a microwave vent hood. And you can see I have my duct right there, but it's not connected yet because we need this appliance. We are being told that it is on back order for like 3 weeks. Not only that, all the appliances are on back order. They have been ordered for over a month now. We still don't have them. They were supposed to be here 4 days ago. They were supposed to be here. The big thing is we did not know that they were on back order until they didn't show up. The other thing that we are being told is we can't get them. Even if we go to a different manufacturer, they're all shut down. So we are trying to find someone that may have them in stock. So we're working on that as well. But as of right now, that is the biggest issue that we are having right now. I hope we can still make it. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about is, I bet Leroy that I would finish this Barndo in 4 months, and 4th of July is my deadline. And as you guys know, 4th of July is coming quick. So I'm still trying to get it done, and I'm gonna try really hard. Anyway, see you guys next time. We are Texas Barndominiums.